Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today what we're going to do is we're going to remove this light right here, this hanging light. We're going to put a can light in here. Now this is my house. Have not done hardly any videos in here. But this right here has got to go. My wife can't stand it. We've been here over 10 years. Hates it every day she comes down the hall to see it. So we're going to put a can light in. Let me show you the can light that we are going to use. Now you're going to have to excuse the lighting because all my lighting is not here. So we're going to rely on this and a little light on top of my camera. But this is the can light we're going to be using right here. You can get these on Amazon. You can go to pretty much anywhere and get these. The difference with these versus most can lights is it's got a raised, let me show you real quick. It's got the little stepped edge on it, as you can see. So it's got a little character in it. So this will go in the place of this. I'm going to take it down, show you exactly how to do it so you guys can know. If you guys want to do it your own self, you can. There's probably, I hope, there's going to be a box up here. I'm going to take the whole box out, remove it. We'll place it with this box right here. Put the can light in its place. Even if it is up against a joist, which I doubt very seriously it is. If it is, that's fine. I would say at least one. There's probably a joist right down the middle here because there's probably a truss joist, whatever. Anyway, you'll probably have to take the box out, but this thing will slide right underneath that part of it. So anyway, let's go ahead and remove this and see what's up there. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what you get in the box before we even start this, because I think it's important to know. So first thing you get is you get this this little ring. This is good for places where it's wet. Here's not gonna be an issue, so I'm not even gonna put it on because I have that bumpy ceiling anyway. So you also get this is important to keep. This is your template, so you know how to get your hole exactly the size that you need. Very important to keep this. And you get your little instructions, which nobody ever keeps them. And then of course, you know, your light and your box. Now this has different color settings, so if you like it, you know, very warm or very daylight bright, you can choose your color at that point. So anyway, I'm gonna take this light down, show you how easy it is. Turn the power off, and then we'll get going. All right, well here's what we got. We have a box that's got a bracket that's nailed to this truss or joist, whatever you want to say, because they do have it upstairs. That's going right through here. So I'm going to have to push this box up and take a prying tool and pry it out, or a Sawzall and cut it out. It's still early in my house, so people are still sleeping. So I'll just opt for the prying out, which would be no issues, except to get it up in there, like right in behind here, and then push it right on out. All right, here's a little tip for you. So if you cut the hole the size you need, you can get this box out a lot easier. And I pushed it up so I can get my can light in and make sure this hole was correct. Even though I did trace it, like I told you, with the template. I'm just gonna bend this over. It's got 3 nails in it. I'm gonna get it out of there. And then this wire right here, which is off at the breaker, I'll put it in a Romex connector, shove it back this way, because you can see some wires going back up in there already. So anyway, we'll get them out of the way and then get this out of the way and commence to putting this box in here. I've already dry fit it and fits perfect, so that's a plus. So anyway, we'll go ahead and move it out and I'll show you the next little thing we're gonna do. So I just put the Romex connector on the wire. So this was the box it was in there. As you can see, it had 3 nails in it, and it took me a few seconds to get it off. But you know what? At least I know it was wired pretty well. The wire's a little short. I'll show you here in a minute. But I got the box knocked out, and I'm gonna go ahead and preset it to what I think my wife would like it. I think it's gonna be in the 3000. Maybe we're gonna go that route and see what happens. And normally I said that I'd hate these Wagos, but for lights I don't mind them. That's the only place that I would use them. And these are not even true Wagos, they're just pushing connectors. And I've had no issues with these ever, because I mean, you can't produce but so much power in here. As long as they go in tight and stay in tight, I've had no issues with them. I know I preached on my channel before, Wagos suck, but like I said, this is the only place that I would literally ever use them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this box on there, show you me putting the box in, and then you can see how it goes in. Like I said, I got the Romex connector on the wire up there. Put the lock nut through here. That's all the wire I have, which I know you can't see, but I'll show you in a second. And we'll turn it on and see what happens. Actually, I think I see a better way to do it. Put the box in here and come in so I don't have to fight it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Now, push-in connector here will definitely work. Just, I do like those. They have their place, but I think for this one I need a true mix connector. It's just my opinion. There's no real reason why, just the way I feel about it. So that's why I'm doing it, the way I'm doing it. All right, it's good and tight. Now let's go ahead and put them in. The wires. And just so you know, you can put a junction box in the ceiling like this. Yeah, anybody know why? Leave a comment down below. I'll tell you later on as we go. But you can definitely do it. The other good thing is my house is, they used nothing but 12 gauge wire throughout the house, so there's no 14 in here, thank goodness. Not the end of the world if it was. So did you figure out why you could put a junction box up here? I mean, technically, this is a junction box, right? Anybody know? Did you guess yet? Well, the reason is because you can always get back to it. Now, if you were to close this hole up and put a solid ceiling, it's a no-go. So keep that in mind. You can't put a junction box right here where you can get to it. I don't recommend doing that, but if you ever had to, you could. All right, I'm gonna try and see if the color is to her liking, and then put it in. All right, light is in, and I'm gonna show you what color we picked. Pretty easy job. Let me show you. Ready? The warmest on there, I think it was 3,500. So, and we are going to dim these down because my wife thinks it's way too bright now. So anyway, that's that. You probably can't tell in the video, but it is off center a little bit because there is a truss going through here. If I would have centered it, it would have left a big hole on the other side, and that's just the way that the builder did it. It's okay. Lights up everything we need. It is what it is on this job. It is my house, so it's not a big deal. If we ever do change something in here, I'll fix it then. Anyway, I'll leave links to these lights down below. They have actually a smaller one that actually fits up under a truss, which these are not. These are like an inch, almost 3/4 of an inch thick, but to me they look a lot better. And I think that they're pretty nice. All right, guys, if you like what you see here and you want to see what I was talking about with the row mix connectors, check up here in the corner. That video will be coming up, the little pushing ones. I'll catch you in that video. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. God bless, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day.